Time for Sport. Caravan joins us. Football, the battle for the Premier League title will go down to the wire between Man City and Liverpool.
Yes, Manchester City still firmly in control at the top of the Premier League standings. That's after beating Leicester this evening 1-0 at Etihad Stadium. City, who were not exactly at their best, but their domination increased throughout the game. And after several failed attempts, centre-back Vincent Kompany unleashed a beautiful long-range shot 20 minutes from time. A spectacular and unexpected goal, which could deliver the title for Manchester City, because with this victory, City are now back at the top of the standings, 1 point clear of Liverpool with just one game left to play. City will become the first side in a decade to retain the title on Sunday, as long as they match or better Liverpool's result. Behind them, Chelsea have secured a Champions League spot, while Tottenham and Arsenal will be fighting for a top four finish. Meanwhile, the Champions League returns this Tuesday with the second leg semi-final between Liverpool and Barcelona. The Reds are facing an uphill battle following their 3-0 defeat in Barcelona in the first leg. Overturning a 3-0 deficit against the Spanish champions will already be a complicated matter, but Liverpool's task has been made that much harder by their recent injury troubles. Roberto Firmino is out on injury, and Jurgen Klopp confirmed this Monday that the Reds' top scorer Mo Salah would also be absent after suffering a concussion over the weekend. Despite the injuries, though, Jurgen Klopp promised that his team would give it their all, but he remained very lucid as to their chances.
Two of the world's best strikers are not available tomorrow night. That's not now, and we have to score 4 goals against Barcelona to go through after 90 minutes. We not only have to score, we have to deny Barcelona from scoring, and I don't know. It doesn't happen too often that Barcelona doesn't score at all. So we know about we know about how big the challenge is. It's no doubt. But this team it's just so, can I say, so wonderful that they will try, but we all will try 100%, but that doesn't mean it will work out.
Now to some good news coming out of Porto. Iker Casillas has been released from the hospital just 5 days after suffering a heart attack during training. The 37-year-old Porto goalkeeper was in good spirits as he left the hospital, accompanied by his wife, thanking the medical team as well as the friends and fans who sent him messages of support throughout his recovery. The former Real Madrid star was greeted by a few fans and dozens of cameras, and he was a bit emotional when addressing the media, uncertain about his future.
A few days ago, I experienced something that could happen to anyone at any time. It happened to me, and here we are. It's difficult to talk about, but I know I should be grateful because I was very lucky. Most of all, I want to thank all those who expressed their concern these past few days, because they made me feel loved. I don't know what the future holds, but what's important is that I'm here, able to speak, and let you know how I'm doing.
Moving on now to tennis. 3 weeks to go before the French Open after the Monaco Masters. Barcelona, time now for the Madrid Masters. American qualifier Taylor Fritz upsetting Bulgaria's Grigor Dimitrov to reach the second round. Fritz, who had not made it past the first round in 6 tournaments this season, managed to beat the world number 46 in straight sets, 7-6, 7-6 in an hour and 47 minutes. Next up for the young American will be none other than the world number 1, Novak Djokovic. Let's take a quick look at some of the day's other results. American Frances Tiafoe recovered from a set down to beat 14th-seeded Georgian Nicolas Basilashvili. 11th-seeded Karen Khachanov of Russia also dropped a set in his victory over Spanish wildcard Jaume Munar. 9th seed Marin Cilic saved 4 match points to defeat the Slovakian qualifier Martin Klijan 6-4, 2-6, 7-6. Francis Guillemot Monfils eased past Andreas Seppi 6-3, 6-1, while fellow Frenchman Richard Gasquet had to battle to beat Alejandro Davidovich 7-5, 7-6. The big guns will be entering the fray this Tuesday after a first-round bye, but the main attraction will, of course, be Roger Federer. The Swiss will be making his return to clay for the first time in nearly 3 years. Eliud Kipchoge is ready to run a marathon in under 2 hours. The fastest marathon runner of all time will once again attempt to break that mythical barrier. Back in 2017, he ran 2 hours and 25 seconds in his Breaking 2 project on Italy's Monza racing circuit, though the time was not ratified as he used pacemakers and a moving drink station. Last year in Berlin, he lowered the official world record by 78 seconds when posting 2 hours, 1 minute and 39 seconds. Kipchoge, who has secured funding from Britain's richest man, Jim Ratcliffe. There are still many details to be ironed out for that attempt, but it is likely to be taking place in the fall on a 2 to 3 kilometer circuit course, possibly in one of London's parks. But Mark, this attempt, even if he makes it, will again not be ratified because he uses that help, the pacemakers, the rolling drinks station. But if he does, he will have made a pretty amazing performance, breaking that mythical barrier of 2 hours.
Marathon in under 2 hours. It is remarkable. You ever done a semi-marathon?
No.
I've done a semi-marathon in
even
2
run a
hours,
lap,
2
so.
hours, 2 minutes. So 2 hours, 2 minutes. So there you go. So it's like, you know, he's
It's good for you.
Already, yeah, good for me. But, you know, obviously, it's just superhuman, isn't it, what he can do?
That's what he said, that there is no limit to what the humans can do.
That's a good point to end. Kerevan, thank you very much indeed, Kevin Gorgistani, with all the sport and the philosophy. Great to see you.
Your needs are changing, and so is France24.com. With articles, reports, the latest international news, all our programmes available on replay, together with live broadcasting 24/7. Intuitive, fast, and available in 4 languages. France24.com.
Business news is not about numbers, nor percentages and statistics. Business news is about people and how we live our lives. People and Profit goes beyond numbers to analyse how the global flow of money and profits shape our world. Intelligent and accessible, the show cuts across business, economics and politics.
People and Profit on France 24 and France24.com.
Fake news. Noun. False stories that appear to be news, spread on the internet or using other media. At France 24, our job is to provide you with information that's been verified. We check sources, we check facts, we sort what is true from what is fake.
At the France 24 Observers, we verify photos and videos circulating online. If they're fake, we let you know and tell you how we spotted them.
In Fact or Fake, we dig into viral stories around Europe to shake out the truth from the trash.
Every day on Info Migrants website, we fight fake news spread on social networks about the reality of migration.
France 24, news based on facts.
Liberté, égalité, actualité.